Next up, after that, we have. You want to talk about the Last of Us?
Yeah. The Last of Us just dropped like 2 weeks ago. We're already on episode 2 of it. And as a person who played the first game halfway through, but before I played the game, I saw it on YouTube. I have to admit, man, this show it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a great show to watch. So far, it's an experience. The shot for shot, not shot for shot remake, but the side by side comparison from the TV show and the game are amazing. And the best part about this is, like, I get what people were. I get though that feeling where a book turns into a TV show or a movie. That feeling where you experience. It's kind of like a parent or a parental experience where somebody who hasn't played the game or somebody who hasn't read the book, and they're saying like, oh, I can't believe this is happening. The his daughter died and stuff like that. And you're seeing them experience it, and you're like, yeah. You're like, yeah, that shit hurts, huh? Just you wait and see what else is gonna fucking happen. And it's amazing to have that experience. So I really enjoy other people watching it with me, because people who haven't seen it, because you're watching the show, but you're also watching they're experiencing it for the first time. Like there was a whole bunch of videos that came out on YouTube of people who having their friends watch the Red Wedding for the first time from Game of Thrones. And you don't see the actual, like, the show itself. You just see people experiencing it, and you see how, like, they were invested into these characters. And then out of nowhere, these people are dying. There was a woman who got stabbed in the stomach when she was pregnant, like, multiple times. And I remember watching that, not even watching the show, just watching that part. I'm like, God damn, this is extreme. And I was gonna say I loved it. But yeah, I did. I love I love the experience where you can just draw that kind of emotion out of people. Usually you got to pay double for that, you know what I mean? But you get it for free, or you get it for a subscription of HBO Max. What's your thoughts on there was an article that came out there saying that, I forgot where it came from, but it said that this marks the end of bad video game movies.
I agree that there's some truth to that. I do think that the quality of video game movies and TV shows are getting better. Mm-hmm. Is it at its peak? No, not yet. But I do think I think it's been proven, like the Detective Pikachu movie, Sonic the Hedgehog, Mortal Kombat wasn't the best movie, but
for its time,
and compared to what we saw in the 90s, definitely an improvement. Like it's on the
way better than Street Fighter.
Oh yeah, definitely better than Street Fighter. But like, it's definitely like there's a road now. Like it looks like there's a tunnel now. We could see the end, and we could see, like, okay, these productions are definitely picking better cinematographers. They're picking better directors. They're definitely picking better talent. That actually fit, the roles and stuff. I think everyone is pretty much on the same page that Pedro Pascal was like a good pick for the dude in Last of Us. In Sonic the Hedgehog, the guy that does the voice, Ben Schwartz, for Sonic, seemed kind of perfect as well. Like he definitely embodied it. Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik, like all of that,
that
great.
Was so good. Jim Carrey as Dr. Even before they did the whole, like, they basically changed Sonic the Hedgehog, the trailer. I don't know if you guys remember the old school Sonic trailer, where they basically they made him look totally different. Everybody was on board that Jim Carrey is going to carry this fucking movie.
Yeah, and he did.
Yeah,
he definitely did. A Movie Pass. So Movie Pass is back. It's called Movie Pass 2.0. It just launched their, like, beta version just to test it out. And I know South Florida is on the list of, like, if you want to try out the beta. I just signed up for it. It's a $10 a month plan, starting at $10 a month. But this time they're doing it a little bit different so that they don't fall into the same trap that they fell into last time. Instead of doing like, oh, you could watch one movie a day, they've got different plans, and based on the plan that you pick will determine how many movies a month you can watch and like what times of the day and stuff like that. It seems like a more controlled system, but the question is it going to survive now that, you know, Cinemark has their own thing, Regal has their own subscription plan, AMC has their own subscription plan. What I always liked about MoviePass was that you can pick any of those theater chains, and that's why I kind of signed up for it. I was thinking about doing AMC because there's one right by my house, but then the question is like, what if I'm away? You know, what if I'm away and I'm in an area that has Regal theaters? Then I'm not gonna be able to enjoy that subscription base. But that's why I signed up for MoviePass, because the fact that I could choose any of those theater chains. Hopefully, I don't know, it goes well. Are you still on the AMC plan?
Yeah, I'm still on the AMC plan. Paying $25 a month for 3 movies a week. I get points. These points tally up. I want to stay on it because I still have my fucking points. And if you in your subscription, you lose all your fucking points, even if you come back. And on top of that, you know, we rent theaters. So when we rent theaters, you go through the AMC thing. They don't give you like a huge discount, but if you do, they give you like, I don't know, let's say if it's $300, it end up being like $280 or something like that. Especially if you use your points, which if you tally up enough points, they give you $5. They constantly give you $5 like coupons. So, you know, you'll be able to pay for like your own theater kind of thing with just that. But I have to admit, when you told me about this plan, it does sound more inviting because I do like going to AMC, but there is a Regal that is not that far from me. It is like, I would have to say like 3 miles away from my house. Even though there's an AMC that's also like 5 miles away from my house, but it's in an area that is like, is really traffic. There's a whole bunch of traffic over there. Traffic enhanced, for lack of a better phrase. But going to the Regal would just be like, you know, just going through neighborhoods kind of thing. And I'm thinking, just because of this, I'm really thinking about just like, I'm like, fuck these points, man. And just going to Movie Pass, because I can go to any theater that I want. And sometimes, you know, you are out of town, and what if they don't have it?
Yeah. What happened last time with Movie Pass was that everything seemed okay, or actually it probably wasn't okay. With the public just didn't know about it, but they were losing money fast. And then all of a sudden Mission Impossible Rogue Nation came out, and that's when it just stopped. I remember that night, opening night, I was gonna go watch it, and no one's card was working, and that was when they had officially like ran out of money to load into everyone's card. So I think it was smart for them to launch this after Avatar came out. They kind of waited until like after the big blockbuster. We'll see what happens when the Ant-Man movie comes out, and the next Avengers movie and all that stuff. You know, the whole Kang Dynasty thing. We'll see if it survives. You know, the good thing about Movie Pass is like you can cancel whenever. There's no like year contract that you're signing up for. So if everything goes well, I'm gonna be excited to just be able to watch comfortably, and you know, three new movies every month.
Because I'm thinking now, like 3 movies a month,
it's not bad.
That's not bad. That's a great run of movies a month,
and you're getting your money back right from the beginning, because a movie now is like $13 minimum, so you're already getting your money back. So it's not bad.
I saw the Elvis movie like 2 weeks ago, and I have to admit, I forgot what do you call like a movie that's based on a person's actual life?
Like a biopic?
A biopic, yeah. For a biopic, I have to say that this was pretty good. It was well done. The editing was amazing. It really dove in deep about Elvis. It really made you hate his fucking his manager, not his manager, because the manager was his father. His I forgot what the guy was, but the movie was about Elvis, but primarily it was a fucking hit piece on the guy that Tom Hanks was playing. Jesus Christ, man. Like, that dude, he was the scum of the earth, man. And, you know, they alluded to this guy being a Nazi, maybe. in the movie, it was to the point that I'm like, they alluded so much that I was like, wait a minute, I gotta look this up. I had to Google it to see if he was a Nazi.
So the guy that directed Elvis, Baz Luhrmann, he has a tendency of trying to be like stylish with his movies. You know, he did Moulin Rouge, Romeo and Juliet, The Great Gatsby. Did it have those editing moments where it was like, oh, I'm gonna put like a hip hop track in the background, even though this had nothing to do with that?
Yes.
And was it like, do you think it made the movie better?
Yes. Hell yes. It made the movie way better. There was time where you see Elvis go into what you call it, like he went to where the soul of fucking music was at. He went to like he was in Tennessee, Nashville, but there was like I guess there was a black section and then there was a white section, what they call the color section and stuff like that. And he would just be there all the time. And you see that he was talking to B.B. King and all these other great musicians, and you know, it was just, bro. You're like, yo, I want him to be here all the time so the movie can be here all the time. You felt like how it felt to be there. Like, it was just good times and great vibes all around. There was something that B.B. King said on the character. He said something about, like, he said, yo, if you're looking for a good time and it says, and you got money in your account and you got all this, I'm paraphrasing, but he was saying all these good things. He said, you're in the right place. He said, but he said, if you're down on your luck, your woman just left you, you want to be alone, you want to do all this other kind of stuff, you're also in the right place. And I was like, God damn, bro. That's a salesman right there, bro. Yeah. That is a fucking salesman. Because it was like, and to truth be told, no, you're not in the right place. But it was like, he made you feel like you're in the right place. It was an amazing movie to watch, a biopic to watch. It was fun. They had like modern music in it, but also they had like a remix of classic soul music that was also in it. That was like, it, you know, I had to rewind it sometimes just to be like, damn, this is fucking cool. But the edits in the beginning felt like, if you've ever seen Darkman and how they edit when he gets like angry and enraged, that's how it felt when they were showing like Tom Hanks' character going through like getting carried away on a gurney because he had a heart attack. It was a really good movie to watch. Moulin Rouge, I remember watching that movie, not all the way through, but you ever like wake up and the movie's on? Mm-hmm. That movie was on, and I almost had a fucking stroke watching that, like waking up and watching that shit, because I think it was at the point where what's called the male character just meets the female character, and they were just talking and stuff like that, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? Because there was somebody who was spinning and they were singing some modern music, and my mind just couldn't take it. It was just like, what the fuck is happening? And I had to change the channel. I'm like, what is this? It was like late at night, and I was watching it on HBO or something like that, and it was fucking, it almost caused me to have a fucking stroke. But yeah, this movie right here is really, really good. Yeah, so that's been the podcast, y'all. We've seen it, and you've seen it. I'm Pat.
And I'm Gunther.
And we've seen it. We've been us, and y'all been y'all. Hope everybody has a ball. Yeah. Catch you next week. Peace.